Have you ever had one of those perfect days where everything's going right, and then, out of nowhere, you're hit with this wave of anxiety? Well, today, we're going to dive into that really strange, unsettling feeling when joy itself feels totally unsafe. You know that feeling, right? You're in a genuinely happy moment, and suddenly there's this knot in your stomach, this nagging voice that whispers, "Don't get too comfortable, this isn't gonna last." If you felt that, trust me, you are not alone. So let's get right into it. Why on earth does happiness sometimes feel so risky? All right, first up, let's just try to unpack this whole paradox, this idea of feeling on edge during the very moments that are supposed to be the best ones. And what's so wild about this is it has nothing to do with not wanting to be happy. It's just that if your nervous system has spent years, maybe decades, wired for high alert because of past stress or trauma, then the feeling of calm that comes with joy can feel, well, completely foreign, almost dangerous. So what does this actually look like day to day? Well, maybe you get some amazing news, but instead of celebrating, your first instinct is to wait for the other shoe to drop. You're just bracing for that inevitable disappointment. Or, and this one's sneaky, you might not even realize you're doing it, but you find ways to sabotage a perfectly good moment. And this really gets to the heart of the confusion, doesn't it? We're all taught that joy is supposed to feel like peace, like calm. But for a body that's still stuck in survival mode, it can actually register as unease, as a need for vigilance, and sometimes even straight up fear. Okay, so where is all this coming from? This is such a crucial piece of the puzzle because I need you to hear this. It is not a character flaw. It's not you being broken or ungrateful. It's not you at all. It's conditioning. Yeah, let's just put a pin in this right here because it's so important. This is not about being ungrateful for the good things in your life. It's an automatic physical response that your body learned from past experiences. It's just conditioning. So what do we even mean by conditioning? Think of it like this. Your body learned a really powerful lesson a long time ago. It learned that letting your guard down, relaxing, feeling hopeful, was often followed by something painful or unpredictable. So your body remembers that. It's just trying to protect you using an old playbook. I love this way of thinking about it. For so long, you've probably been wearing this kind of emotional armor, right? Being vigilant, a little skeptical, always prepared for the worst. And let's be honest, that armor probably kept you safe. It worked. But joy asks you to take that armor off. And that can feel incredibly vulnerable, even terrifying. So, here's the million-dollar question. If this is a learned response, can we unlearn it? And the answer is a resounding yes, absolutely. Which brings us to a really gentle, really practical way forward. It's what we can call a practice of permission. Now, this isn't about forcing yourself to just be happy. It's way kinder than that. It starts with 3 simple ideas. First, just giving yourself permission. Permission to let a good moment be good without immediately scanning the horizon for danger. Second, presence. Start to intentionally notice the small, quiet moments of ease, not just the big fireworks. And third, and this one is key, gentleness. When that old anxiety pops up, meet it with understanding, not with judgment. And these moments, they don't have to be anything huge. In fact, the real proof of healing is usually found in the tiniest things we tend to overlook. You know, a deep breath that actually reaches your belly. A laugh that just pops out of you. That small flicker of ease you feel while washing the dishes. These are the real wins. So when that discomfort bubbles up right next to a moment of joy, here's a tool you can use. A simple, powerful mantra to just reassure your nervous system. Say it to yourself. This is new, this is unfamiliar, and I am safe. It's amazing because it acknowledges the weirdness of the feeling without judging it, and it anchors you right back in the present moment. Okay, so let's tie this all together into a bigger picture. Because the goal here isn't to somehow erase all pain and replace it with joy. It's about learning that the two can and do coexist. This is so critical. So many of us have this idea that we have to fix everything, get through our entire to-do list of healing before we're allowed to feel good. But that's just not how life or healing actually works. It's not a finish line you cross to finally get the prize of happiness. In fact, it's pretty much the opposite. Allowing those small moments of joy and ease and connection to happen right now, even when things are still hard, that is the healing. It's an active, essential part of the process. It's reminding your whole being what you're moving toward.
So, the big takeaway here isn't to add more pressure on yourself to be happy all the time. Come on, that's just exhausting and it's not real. The real goal is so much simpler. It's just to soften that resistance, to practice allowing goodness to show up without immediately needing to fight it or question it.
And that really brings us to our final and maybe the most important point of all. It's a truth that sounds so simple, but can be one of the hardest things in the world to truly believe. So let this be a powerful permission slip. From you to you, you are allowed to feel good, period.